3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, the 8th of July, and a big happy birthday to Angelica Houston, Beck, Kevin Bacon, and Isabel Hines Thompson.
7.
The Chancellor Rishi Sunak is due to issue his summer statement later today in the House of Commons, what we used to call a budget. It's expected that he'll have a job creation scheme for young people, along with cuts in stamp duty and a potential cut in VAT to help kickstart the economy and bounce back from the coronavirus. In the meantime, the row over care homes continues, with Shadow Health Secretary Liz Kendall attacking Boris's comments yesterday on Channel 4 News.
I think it's about rewriting history and shifting the blame. Care homes and care workers have gone above and beyond the call of duty to try and keep residents safe. 25,000 people were discharged from hospital to care homes without any tests. Care providers saw their PPE requisitioned for the NHS, and care workers went without.
Tuesday saw Hollywood royalty Johnny Depp arrive at the High Court in London for the first day of his libel trial against the Sun newspaper. He's suing over an article that referred to him as a wife-beater. He says he's more of a southern gentleman. The court heard of a troubled relationship with ex-wife Amber Heard and accusations that she cut his finger with a broken vodka bottle so badly that he lost the tip. They also used to record each other's conversations on phones.
There can be no physical violence.
I can't promise you that I'll be perfect. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. God, I sometimes get so mad I lose it.
The case continues.
5.
As coronavirus cases increase by 200,000 per day worldwide and evidence emerges that it may be airborne, Donald Trump announced that the US will withdraw from the World Health Organization. He also wants to reopen schools as coronavirus cases grow in over 40 states.
We want to reopen the schools. Everybody wants it. The moms want it. The dads want it. The kids want it. It's time to do it. Our mortality rate is right now at a level that people don't talk about, but it's down tenfold. So you look at deaths are way down from this horrible China virus, and it's a disgrace that it happened. Shouldn't have happened, but it did.
It still is. Meanwhile, Brazil's answer to Donald Trump, Jair Bolsonaro, who has refused to believe in COVID-19, won't wear a mask and calls it a little flu, has tested positive. Here, hearing his interpreter chat to reporters.
E ele acabou de dar positivo. Deu positivo.
It was positive. It was positive. Now, how did all this happen? It's worth going on a brief history. Started to feel unwell on Sunday. That worsened during the day on Monday, with malaise, tiredness, a bit of muscle pain, and a fever that reached 38 degrees in the late afternoon. I then thought that with these symptoms, and with the presidency's medic, a possible COVID-19 infection.
General Sir Nicholas Carter appeared in front of the Defence Select Committee at the House of Commons yesterday. He's the British Army's most senior general, but he received an extraordinary dressing down from Tory MP and arch-Brexiteer Mark Francois.
Michael Heseltine and Peter Levine produced a report called Learning from Experience after the Nimrod debacle that cost us £1 billion of taxpayers' money, and we had to buy AWACS instead. That was 1986. Could we just make a plea to you? You are the professional head of the armed forces. Please nip back to the department and ask them to sort their bloody selves out, because if not, Cummings is going to come down there and sort you out his own way, and you won't like it.
The General laughed quite a bit.
3.
In last night's Premier League action, Chelsea won 3-2 at Crystal Palace, Watford beat Norwich 1-0 and Arsenal drew with Leicester, all of which means that Chelsea move up to third place in the table, and Frank Lampard gets asked a classic Sky Sports pitchside question. How big are the 3 points you got tonight?
Well, they're big. They're big because of the position we're in. We know it's tight in and around us, and it's nice mentally to be third for maybe a short period, but that's what it is. And yeah, I mean, I think the game could have been more comfortable for us tonight. Then we could have lost those 3 points and probably got one at the end. So maybe at this crucial period, it's nice to dwell on the 3 points, but my job as well is to look at ways that we can get better, and we still can.
And one more thing, Frank. How big a giant what's it?
Well, they're big.
Yesterday, we reported that Tom Megan had stepped down from the band Kasabian due to personal issues. He'd also issued a statement saying he was in a good place. To almost everyone's surprise, he then appeared in Leicester Magistrates Court on Tuesday morning to plead guilty to a horrific assault on his former fiancée, Vicky Ager. He broke down in court as CCTV was played of the assault, which left Vicky with a head injury, bruising and reddening around the neck. The judge sentenced him to just 200 hours of community service and remarked that he had let down many people, including his bandmates and their fans, saying they will be shocked by what you did that night. Kasabian have issued a statement making clear that they do not condone domestic violence and that they had expected Tom to be clearer in his statement, which he was certainly not. Now, if I asked you to think about the most Aussie thing you could think of, what would that be? How about a bloke in a truck with a snake, and the bloke's fighting the snake at 70 miles an hour? That's what the cops in Queensland discovered when they pulled this guy over.
I think it's a bit me. It was in the car with me.
Where did you come from?
I was coming from Billow. Like, you can feel my heart, mate.
You found a snake in your car?
There was a brown... It's in the back of the tray, mate.
Oh, that one. How long ago did it happen? There's an ambulance on the way, all right?
15. I've got no idea.
Have a sit down,
I've just been.
You're driving along at 100?
I'm driving along at 100 and I just started to brake, and the more I moved my legs, the more... Because it's pretty big. It started to wrap around me, and then its head just started striking at the chair.
This has been the Smart 7. We've got an Alexa skill now. All you've got to do is enable us and then just say, Alexa, play the Smart 7. We're back tomorrow at 7. Please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.